Today I continue right where I left off yesterday, with a full heart still echoing with the reality of Jesus' intercession. It's like I'm still standing in that sacred place from Romans 1:9, where Paul said he served God with his Spirit by constantly remembering the believers in prayer. But now I see it wasn't just Paul's memory, it wasn't just Paul's prayers, it was Jesus' intercession flowing through him. I thought I was admiring Paul's heart, but what I discovered was the heart of Jesus, the heart that bleeds for his body, that groans for his church, that weeps and watches and whispers prayers for every son and daughter. Jesus never stopped praying, and he never will. That reality broke me yesterday. It comforted me too. And today, I still feel the weight of it, like a lingering fragrance in the room of my heart. I can't just rush into new verses like before. I must continue from where Jesus met me. So here I am now, reading Romans 1:10, always in my prayers, asking that somehow by God's will I may now at last succeed in coming to you. And I pause. This isn't just another line in a letter. This is the sound of Paul's soul crying out. It's like watching someone kneel beside a closed door, placing their hand on it gently, whispering, "If it pleases you, Lord, let me walk through." And immediately I see it. Paul is still praying. But now it's not just intercession for others. It's also a desire, a longing to be with those he loves. He wants to come to them. He wants to be near them. He wants to see the faces of the very people he has carried in his heart before God. But still, he surrenders. He says somehow by God's will. And that, to me, is the key. Paul is not trying to force anything. He is not driven by the need to control outcomes. He is led by love, but anchored in surrender. He knows how to carry longing without turning it into manipulation. He knows how to burn with desire, but still yield everything to God's plan. That touches me deeply. Because I know my heart, I often long for things too. I want breakthroughs. I want certain outcomes. I want healing. I want to feel stronger. I want things to fall into place again. But Paul shows me a different way, a better way, a way where you don't lose your desire. You just lay it down in the hands of the Father. That is what makes Paul so different. He is not dead to desire. He is full of desire, but he is even fuller of trust. And I realize that's the heart of intercession too. It's not just crying out for people, it's also crying out with them and for them, while surrendering everything back to God. Paul didn't want to visit Rome to boost his reputation. He wanted to bless the body, and if God didn't open that door, he wouldn't force it. That's hard for me. I want to learn that kind of surrendered fire, that kind of prayer that still burns, but lets God choose how the fire flows. That's what Paul is teaching me today. And again, I'm reminded, this isn't Paul's strength, it's Jesus in him. It's Jesus who groaned in Gethsemane, "Not my will, but yours be done." It's Jesus who lives surrendered and now lives through Paul. And today, I want that Jesus to live through me. I want to feel that kind of intercession, not just for others, but for the will of God itself. I want to pray with longing, but not clutch. I want to desire with fire, but not panic. I want to wait with tears, but not lose faith. And I want to remember this. Paul didn't succeed yet, but he still kept praying. He still kept loving. He still kept trusting. Because when the heart is aligned with Jesus, you realize that even in the delay, there is presence. Even in the waiting, there is purpose. Even in the not yet, Jesus is still interceding. And today, I slow down. I read this one verse, not as a plan, but as a prayer. I read it not as a message, but as a mirror to see my own soul. A mirror that reminds me, when I serve God with my spirit, it means letting him shape my desires, letting him refine my prayers, letting him love through me, even when things don't happen my way. I want to say to the Lord what Paul lived out. Lord, if you will it, then let it be. And if you don't, then let me still love. Let me still pray. Let me still surrender. Because this is not about controlling life. It's about conforming to Christ. So here I am, Lord, longing but surrendered, hoping but yielded, praying but not demanding, believing because you are praying too, and you, Jesus, are praying in me. Amen.